Good morning. Just a warning in advance that you may be hearing muffled voices in the live stream. It's because everyone's out in the garden and doing some gardening. So hopefully they'll stay out there, but let's see how we go. So spread the toes and have your ankles, knees, and hips on top of one another. Shoulders down away from the ears, hands onto your lower belly. Let's take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And breathing out, the stomach moves in. Breath in through the nose and sighing out. Hands a bit high, breath in. I've also been thinking I'm going to do the Tabata class twice a week. Pilates will follow. Bring the arms down Mondays and Thursdays. Inhale, arms up. Exhale out to the side. Because once a week's not really enough, is it? Inhale, arms forward. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. And then exhale, bring the arms down in front. Inhale, come up onto the balls of the feet, stay lifted. And then exhale, take your arms to the side. So of course we'll do the Tabata and then we'll do Pilates afterwards. So we're not going to be missing Pilates. We're just going to add that cardio factor in. Inhale, lift up. Now bend the knees, arms come down, your heels stay lifted. Keep off those heels. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale to the side. I was just picked up a pretty huge pick out there. Hope she doesn't hit her sister with it. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, bend the knees, arms come down a little bit more. Yeah, just on the arms. Keep the legs where they are so they don't move. Inhale, arms move forward. Exhale to the side. She's already done quite a bit of studies today, so it's all right. Inhale, arms lift up. Bend down a little bit lower into those legs. We have a spa in our garden. It's a spa that I really want to get rid of. But it's too hard to get rid of because there's no way to get it without having like a big crane come and lift it over our neighbour's fence. We can't come through these fences. So we just opened the lid today because the roof guy came one time yonks ago and put a hole into the cover. It's filled with water, so we've got like water to plant to water the plants for the summertime, I reckon. Come down a little bit lower into those legs. Let's come up, lower our legs down, and we're going to get into just a couple of balances, and then we're going to get into. I don't know what's to come in. Hola. Dile papi. So we're just in our start. I think I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? We usually go the other way to start, but that's all right. Open the arms, turn your foot out, and we're going to move to a floating half moon. Sorry, the door makes a lot of noise. It's going to come open now. Saca las botas afuera. Botas afuera. Keep lifting that leg and come up to the star the other way. Sorry, that door will probably go opening and closing during the class today because I was still out there and I might want to go back out there. Mueve la silla más afuera antes de subir. No deja la agua caer. 2 more breaths here. We're going to open out and get into our floating half moon. So arms open, leg turns a bit just to steady you. And then we're making our way down. It's been a wet-ish sort of winter, I guess you could say. Last day of winter. So the weeds have really got hold. 2 more breaths as I try and get my stability back. No, I lost it. Gosh, that's a bit embarrassing. Sinking in, take our right leg over, and then our left arm goes under. Lift the arms up and just push those arms. Feel that breath enter and exit the body. You feel this nice pull in through the shoulders too. Aba, eso es para usar. Si tú desgastas, tú eres una cerda. Release that and switch to the other side. Después tú haces más tareas. Right arm underneath the left. Sink arm down and lift the arms up, push the fingers away. No van a estar entrando y saliendo cada rato. Tú terminas tu comida después. 1 more breath. ¿Qué se saca la chaqueta? ¿Vas a salir al revés? All right, release the arms, release that foot. We'll just go into our tree pose. and then we'll come down. So today we're going to spend most of the time down. Open the knee out, place the hands to heart, third eye lift. So like I said, Monday mornings, we'll start with Tabata and with Pilates. Thursday mornings is going to be the same. I guess if you want more. Today, pure Pilates, tomorrow, yoga. Friday, Pilates, Saturday, yoga. So lots of variety. One thing we don't skimp on is balancing. I always balance in the classes, okay? It's really crucial for us to get the core contraction right, but also just to have you feeling stable, especially as we get older, we lose our balance. Place the palms, third eye, or lift. Shoulders are relaxed, eye gaze again, if you can, looking up. And today, for some reason, my balance is gone. It's usually good. 2 more here. Okay, so we're just going to bring our arms down, bring the foot down. I'll scoot myself forward and then make my way down onto the mat. And we're going to start forward facing, get into some planks, hey? Why not? So up on your hands. We'll go for a long set actually. A little bit below the screen, doesn't matter. Okay, so we're in a full plank. We've got our legs together. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. If you need to, you can have your knees down. Shoulders, you want to pull them away from your ears. Keep thinking about the breath, that when you breathe out, stomach moves in and up. You don't want to let it sag. Clearly, my husband's not affected by his vaccination, second dose yesterday. He's in the garden. Motivated him. He hasn't been in the garden for months. 2 more here. I'm going to bring one hand in, stack the feet, lift, drive the hips up. This is what happens when you get forced to take annual leave. You just do things around the house. There's nothing to do out of the house, which is a good thing in a way that we've got lots of things to do around the house. Keep driving the hips up. Yesterday we took the girls for a walk in the afternoon. We were out for more than an hour. I didn't take the pram. I said, Dana, you're going to be walking the whole time. She walked. It was slow. We were stopping and starting for an hour, and an hour and 20 minutes. Pretty good, huh? Bring back to center. I was proud of her. Shoulders relaxed. Zip those legs up again. Weight in the heels. We all started going just to the Albert school to give the chickens some leftovers that we have. And then we just did a detour walking back home. It was nice. Different streets. Just being in the fresh air. 2 more breaths, yeah? We're going the other way. So other hand in, stack, lift. Drive those hips up. We will get into other planks later. We won't be doing the full sequence. But we'll give our arms a break too after, in between the 2 plank sets. So 2 lots of planks. And just gently bring the hand back down for the last lot of planks here on our hands. We are going to do a variety of everything that we're doing now when we get back to planks later, but we just won't be holding them as long. So this will be the longest sequence with planks, but I can't say it'll be the hardest. A couple more breaths. Now just gently ease our way to the elbows. Taking your time to get there. Land those forehands down, shoulders drive them back, and then squeeze the fingers together. Go for 4 more deep breaths. Abecepiatus dientes. I'm going to bring one hand in, stack, lift again, driving the hips up, shoulders relaxed. So a couple of weeks ago, she had to have a tooth pulled out. And next to that, the tooth that she's had pulled, she had another tooth that's missing. And it's been missing for years. And so the dentist said it's possible that the bone has grown under and now the tooth won't come through. So we're just crossing our fingers, hoping. Yesterday, she said she felt that the tooth was potentially coming through. So really hope, because she's had bad luck with her teeth, poor little thing. She's brave. Come back to the center, please. Whew. So again, we've got our palms pressed together, got our shoulders away from things, got our legs zipped in tight. This is for upper and lower belly. And when we turn on our side, it's for the obliques. So it's your whole core region. Of course, your back's going to be holding you up, keeping you strong too. 2 more, but we'll get into back exercises too. So let's place the other arm in, turn, stack the feet, and then drive your hips back up again. Try and have that arm nice and taut, pulling the muscles in towards the bone. If you can't look up comfortably, the best thing is to look down, not looking straight ahead. That might put pressure on the neck. Back to the center. Last time. That's the way. Let's go for 4 more breaths, and I'm going to take a quick flip over and get straight into lower belly. Okay, the long sequence of lower belly while the belly muscles are active and activated. Let's flip over. Have the legs come up straight with the toes pointed, so the legs are together. Two more. Try and keep the legs as straight as possible. This is as straight as mine get when they're in the vertical. Now from here, flex your feet rather than point the toes. And yes, I know my screen foot's off the screen. Apologies for that. We're meant to have an Extinction Rebellion meet this Sunday for Father's Day, Sunday coming. But obviously not going to go ahead. So we've all been asked to do videos and send them to the good old Susan Lane, Minister for Environment. So if you want to do that on Father's Day, let's open the legs a little bit. And we've got our legs still with a flex, I'll show you. So it's still flexed, it's not pointed. And the legs are staying separated and up high. So if you want to do that, basically you just need to address a few things in your video. And the video can be between 15 and 30 seconds, not too long. Just talking about duty of care, which she thinks she doesn't have a duty of care for the children's future. Mention her name, mention Father's Day, mention the age of your kids or grandchildren. Be polite, of course, never rude, but just mention her name and the fact that she does have a duty of care for our kids' future. Point the toes now instead of flex. How can she be an environment minister? Travel around Europe trying to say, that Great Barrier Reef doesn't need action, shouldn't be considered endangered. Come on. Anyway, back to Pilates. When you're breathing out, you should feel the stomach moving down. Okay? No expansion. You should be weighting in the back. That's what happens when we do the correct breathing, which is the Pilates breathing, which is sighing up, tucking down. Keeping the separation, keeping the pointed toes. Now your feet have moved down on an angle. And here I'll try and straighten mine out a little bit more. I just don't do it. So we've got that angle. Continue with the breathing. So anyway, we did our video this morning in the garden. And what you do is, with the video, you post it to Suzanne Lay's Facebook page. Flex the feet now instead. You put it in a comment on one of her posts, but not anything that's COVID-related posts and nothing that's sensitive in nature. That's the best way, and that just should be bombarded on Father's Day. That's what you do if you're interested in joining a bit of a movement for action. Not just for broken, empty promises, right? So zip those legs up. So we're going to continue with this flexed foot angle, but now the legs are together. We're closing in on the end of this. If your legs are feeling it more than your belly, you've got to actively contract in the core muscles and trying to relax the legs. They're not relaxed because they're still tense because you're flexing, but the tension should be more here. A little bit here, but more here. 2 more breaths here, and then we're going to point the toes to finish this sequence. So pointed toe, we've got the angle. Whew. It's It's become hard, these long sequences of the lower belly, because I just don't do them enough. Keep it strong. Last two. And flex the feet, bend the knees, head and shoulders lifted, rise to sticking point. So straight into upper belly. Chicas, cepillan los dientes, por favor. Exhale on the rise. Inhale on the lower. So this is getting into your upper belly now. Lower belly should already feel quite tense now. See the belly move down. So we're going to come up on this one and then come back halfway. Rise again. ¿Cepillaron dientes o no? How about? Just got a couple more, and then we'll go even smaller, more control. So come up on this one, then come back that centimetre. Tiny move, staying up high. You can feel your body's heavier, more tired now. From the planks we started with, the lower belly that we followed up with, and now these upper belly exercises. So hold this one up, bring the arms forward. If you feel like you can't lift your body up now because it's feeling quite heavy and weighted, move your feet away. Might have feeling heavy. Just got there, sit tall, come back halfway. And we're going to just move our legs up. So I'm going to relax the shoulders and one leg straightening at a time. And the other. Removed all the coriander. Oh. When we were out there before, it just was a beautiful, fragrant smell. We love coriander. Go for 4 more. Hopefully he didn't move at all. It's just regenerating itself. All right, stop there. Bring the heels back down, then slowly roll back. No break. Bring your legs up, bring your arms up. And we're going to just do arms and legs, but we're going for opposite arm and leg. So one arm goes forward with the leg as the opposite arm goes back. And the beauty of this is you've got your head and shoulders rested, so that way you're not getting any tension in the neck. The leg that doesn't move, check it out. It's not coming in too close. It stops at the 90-degree angle at the hip. Keep it strong. Apologies, you can only hear them. Go for 4 more. Don't know what they're doing. I'll find a mess upstairs later. That's what it is with kids, right? Bring your knees in and rock yourselves and come on over. We're going to get into planks again now. Like I said, there's going to be a variety in each level, but it won't be as long, okay? So come to the center. Let's alternate pulling knee to chest. So you see, you're not needing to lift the bottom up. Go for 4 more. Now when we turn on our side, we're going to push our hips up in a pulse. Not too many, okay? Just 2 more to get to 10. And stop. Come back to center. And again, we're pulling our knees in. Alternating knees. Go for 2 more, and then we're turning the other way to pulse up for 10. Let's go. Pulse it. 4, 3, 2, back to the center. Double knee, lower it down. and then up again, go. See how my frame is completely locked in position? Nothing else moves. Onto your knees. Elbows. Sorry. Take one leg over. Stop there. And we're going to just switch sides. Other leg comes over. Two more. Now we're going to turn to the side, pulse the hips up. So it's shorter, not by much, but it's definitely harder. 4 to go. Come to the center, and we're going to lift one leg alternating. See? Huh? ¿Por qué? Está mejor. Pero saco todo el cilantro. 2 more. And then we're going to turn to our other side. Hips go up. 10 of them. Go. Sí, sale. Rápido, deja Ana salir. And come back to the center. Double knee down. This time they open and then come together. Cierra la puerta. So the knees open apart, then they come together. That door's a bit of a bugger. I'd love to put in those doors that open out. Ready, one go. Last 2. And let's roll back over. Okay, great work. Very hard. We'll do some back later on, I promise. Back into lower belly. Take one leg away. Same leg, same thing. Now this next one's going to go away. It's going to hold. And then the leg that's staying still is just going to extend. Go for 4 more. All right, bring the leg in. Other leg away, go. Super strong in the lower belly, isn't it? That's what we want. Next one's going to go away and it's holding. And then the leg that's up, extend it. Use the breath. It will help you get there. And bring both knees in. Lower the heels down. Head and shoulders lift. Rise up. And then come on down. Rising up. Sorry, they make a lot of noise. See the stomach move down as you lift. Ana, pone los botes. No déjalas sacar las medias. Come up and then come back halfway. Lift again. Go for 4 more. We usually recycle all the water from dishwashing to put on the plants anyway. But seeing that spa full of water can't go to waste. We don't use the spa. Ramiro wants to use it. I'm like, no. I want a plant in it. I want to put a little veggie patch in it. If anyone's got any ideas, let me know. So we're just coming back a centimetre, right? Go for 4 more. Up
move my feet away. Did you see? I know I'm not going to be able to do the roll up with my feet too close. Hold it up, bring the arms forward. Let's roll up now. Come back halfway. Let's open the legs and bring them up halfway. And from here, both legs are going to extend. It's meant to be 20 today. Feels like a bit of a cold, sad day. 2 more. All right, bring the feet in. Lower the heels down. Let's slowly roll back. Now we're going to get into upper and lower belly again. Bring your legs up. Reach for your toes. Inhale, push them away. Circle the arms and then touch your toes. Inhale away. And last 2. Upper and lower belly in action. And pull it in. Release a little bit. Bring your feet close to the bottom, but hip width distance apart. And then lift your hips up. From here, squeeze up higher. Down a little bit and squeeze. It's windy out there. Mother's just getting her jacket on. She can feel the cold. 2 more. We're going to cross one leg over the other side and then lift up. So keep the lift coming. So we've done a whole heap of belly, right? We're doing a little bit of bottom now, and then we're going to get into some back. Remember tomorrow's yoga, it's all about lengthening and strengthening. Beautiful sequences. I love it. And it's powerful. There's nothing easy about it. 2 more. That's 4 short. Unravel. Other side. Lift it up. All right, release that. And then feet back into underneath the hip, underneath the knee, and then lift up. I'm talking about survival. Have you been watching it? Albert fell asleep just before the end. Anna, she goes to sleep earlier, obviously. And I told her this morning what happened at the end. She was telling Ramiro. He's like, how do you know? How do you know? 2 more. Now lift up that leg that was lifted before first time, and then just hold here, but lift your hips. Switch, reset, and then lift. Three more. And release that back down. And just reset, hips pushing up. Got 1 more level after this. And then we'll flip over and work our back, okay? Deserves some attention. So lift that first leg up again, pull the knee in, and then straight. Keep yourself as high as possible in the hip. 2 to go. And bring that foot down. Switch. Bring it in. I'm very happy Ramiro's double dosed now. I know it doesn't kick in for a couple of weeks, so in a way it's a blessing that he's not up at the shopping centre, because I don't want them to be exposed. Then bring it home. I know you can still get it, I know you can still transmit, but it's less likely because my girls can't be protected yet. We're going to do everything we can to protect them. 2 more. Hope you do your bit too, team. All right, bring the foot down, lower the hips down, bring the knees in, roll yourself up, and let's roll ourselves over and get into some back. I know my hair's gone wacky. Onto all fours, so I'll get into some back here. I'm going to take leg closest to the back, arm closest to the front, and then bring them towards each other. Lift them up, bring them towards each other. Last 2, I'm going to stay on the up. So stay here and then move them diagonally away from each other clearly. Last 2. Bring it back down. Other side, lift it up, then pull them in. Yesterday, Ramiro rang a couple of his colleagues just to see if, they could try and see if they can have a chat to the boss and together work out so maybe they can all, swap with the people that are still working. Anyway, some of them are very happy not to be working and dodgy as they are, claiming benefits from the government. Hold it here, diagonal out, when they already have annual leave built up, and they're still getting benefits. Dodgy, I wouldn't take that risk. Government will find out. You'll be screwed. And it's immoral. Here we go, 4 more. So many dodgy people out there. All right, bring it down, lower it in, toes together, knees apart, sit back. It's a nice release in for the back, isn't it? We're going to just do one more lot of exercises up here on all fours, and then we'll move to our belly. So it's again the leg that's closest to the back of the room, arm that's forward, that's front, lift them a fraction. Few more. He's up on the fence. What's he doing? All right, move to the diagonal and then lift and lower. I just fell straight. Sorry, other side. What I love is that she just jumps back up like nothing's happened. So happy. I don't even know how she fell. Kids are funny. To the diagonal and lift them up. Nearly there, 4 more. And we'll come onto our belly. Straighten it out, lower it down. Again, have a stretch because you really need it. Give the arms a bit of a break too. And then we're going to make our way onto our belly. So if you feel like you need to fold your mat underneath your hips, if you don't have a soft enough mat, please do so. We're going to take our fingers together and our toes together. We're lifting the legs, we're lifting the arms, standing still. Your option is to have the forehead down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open the legs and lift them up higher, open the arm, lift up higher and just stay here. Strong exercise for your upper and lower back. Now listen, zip the arms, zip the legs in, lift up, up, up,
and relax. Wonderful. Stretch for your back. Keep your hips down. Lift up. Well, the hips lift, but you just want to keep that lower body down. Anna's using the rake and she's making more of a mess. They're happy. They're happy. As long as they keep the dirt. Oh, you know what? It's a bit of a Three Stooges comedy act though, because every time Anna turns around with that rake, Alba sort of moves and just misses getting hit. Very luckily. So we're going to take the arms out. She got hit. That's feet are hip with feet are hip width distance apart, arms are shoulder width distance apart, and we're just doing our Superman. So we're going to fly. Breath in, lift on up. Inhale lower, exhale and lift. You can keep your head down if you need. Four to go. Ana, deja la maracuyá. And let's hold it, fly. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders, lower the feet and push your hips up. Gently bring yourselves back down again. And this time we're going to bring our legs up and they're going to go for a fast clap. Arms come forward, palms turn out, and then they circle around as you exhale. As you inhale, turn the palms, and then exhale, bring them forward. Legs are not stopping. And last one. Bring yourselves in, push into another strong stretch. Rise up on the fence. Push your feet, push yourself back, so feet together, knees apart. Have a stretch there. And we're going to make our way up to standing. A few balances to finish us. So great work up to this point. Lots of belly, lots of back. Bit of a screaming child. Deja ese piso. Ese se rompe cosas. Sorry, she's got a pickaxe and it's pretty heavy and sharp. And she's 3. Need I say anymore? Oh, yeah. All right, so bring the feet together. We're going to lift our arms to the side, and then you're going to lift up onto the balls of your feet. I'll move back a bit more too. Right, so we're going to lower our right heel down. Lift it up, and then the left heel. So we're just lowering one side at a time. This is giving you ankle mobility, as well as working in that balance. And Thursdays, oh no, maybe Friday session. I'm thinking ahead, just ignore me. I'm talking when I should be shutting my mouth. Do that up too much, I think. Not like Way on Survivor. Shannon talks when she's asked. And she's very careful about what she says. Okay, so hold this one up. Bring the arms forward. Bring the palms together. And just if you can, look up. Keeping yourself off your heels. Lower the heels down, lower the arms down. We're going to pick up our opposite knee. Cross it over you. Windmill the other arm. And then keep it on the horizontal. And then look back if you can. Bring the arm down, release the foot, pick up the other side, cross the leg over, windmill the arm around, and then look back. And the arm down, release the foot. Because your core is strengthened, hopefully you've got more balance. Gracias. Step onto your left foot. Float those arms to the side. Come off your right leg. Kicking the stairs in. Oh, it's one of those days, I tell you. Balance is not quite there. And that's when you keep working it more. If you can, just tip forward slightly more. Lift that leg up higher, and that's going to give you more of a stretch in the supporting leg. Come up. Float the arms onto your right foot. Take the left leg back. Normal aeroplane to begin. Supporting leg is straight. And then you're just going to tip yourself more, lifting the back leg higher. A wonderful stretch. Whew. Let's go for our lockdown balance, team. So your left arm goes out. No one's going to answer it. Right leg. And then your foot, if you can, take a hold, push it away. I can't hear anything from outside. I think the wind is roaring too loud. It's all right. That's from Shane. Good. Switch sides. Other foot. I don't know who it is. I think it's my neighbour. I'm not sure. Sounds like her. 2 more breaths. Bring it on in. Whew. After the yoga session, your feet will go up higher. I promise you. So join me tomorrow morning. Take your right foot, dig the heel in, open the knee out, place the hands into your prayer, third eye, or lifted. Or join me in 2 days for your Tabata again. Do you know why I decided to do it twice a week? Not just the fact that it will help you get better and make it feel easier each time you do it. You just get such a high. It's the same when I'm doing the yoga. You just get this amazing endorphin rush. So I thought, why not do it more rather than less? I keep it generally quite low impact, so you're not going to hurt yourself. Change sides, because I don't want to do anything that's too much impact. Because I myself have bad knees, ankles I've got to watch, you know. So everything I do, I try and do with longevity in mind. Just a few more breaths. So just gently bring those arms down, bring the feet down. Take your head over to the side, lace your fingers behind your back, so lace them, pull them down. And then head over to the other side. Head back up to the centre. Shoulders, roll them, shake it on out. Brilliant job, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Lovely to see you out there in the live stream, or I know that you're there looking at me, and I'm looking at you through here. Take care.